is a little bit of starting avoiding your competitors' mistakes. So if your competitor's already been out there, been in business for a little while, the person you're going to go after, then we want to make sure we're not going to go out and make exactly the same mistakes what they've already made. Right now, this can save you a fortune in the long run and in the short run as well, because it's going to actually give you what's working for them right now, what they've already tried, and what didn't work for them, and all the rest of it. So let's quickly share my screen, and we'll jump into this. Now, again, I've made slides just to make life a little bit easier. The slides will be there to download inside the membership area. And everything that we've got is obviously down there to download. We've also got one page as well to make sure that you can actually follow along and do the work at the end of it, right? Obviously, nothing gets there without work. So we just make it nice and simple for you and put it all in one place. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to find out how their site has actually evolved over time. Right now, this is so important because what this can do is can show you everything that they've already tried and failed at, right? Because we know every time they made an update, the more than likely split test that update and found out this particular thing works better. So we can discover the mistakes they've already made. We can discover if they changed or added services. So we might be going after, if we've done the search before and we found out how long the domain had been in there, and we were saying, right, okay, well, we don't really want to take on this person because they've been in business for 10 years. If they went in there and they've added or changed the services within the last year, 2 years, whatever, then it might be worth us actually having another look at the whole process. Right, we want to research their old pricing. Where did their pricing start off and where's it evolved to? What pricing was the most successful for them? Right, well, obviously, the newer pricing is a lot more successful. We're also going to go in a lot deeper in further teachings. We're going to look up any design changes. What are the changes that they've actually made to their design that makes their site now stand out more? What have they split tested and found out that's actually working for them? How has the copyright evolved? Obviously, when they're a new company, their copywriting is going to be completely different than when they're the leaders, for example. So if we take ManyChat, for example, when they first set off, how did they educate people about chatbots? How did they go out there and start this whole education process? What copywriting systems do they use? Because this is the similar sort of thing as what we can use for another new project, such as ChatAmo, right? So we're not just doing chatbots, we can then see what type of copywriting that they actually used for it. Have they added any more conversion elements, right? What's their call to actions? How do their call to action actually fit in their site? What are their selling points? Are they using curiosity-based headlines? What sort of things have they changed away from? Have they changed away from curiosity-based headlines? And have they changed away from the conversion elements, right? All really important. So the way we're going to check on all this is archive.org/web. So let's just copy that. I think I've actually got one open saying that. So what we can do here is we can check, let's just say Chatmatic again, right? And if we just do a check on that. Now, along here, let's have a look, see if I can actually refresh it because I think they might have got a bit too old. Right, chatmatic.com. We're going to ask them for an update. Let's just put the whole thing. Oh no, here we go. Right. So what we're going to get, normally there's a screen along the top here, and it shows us what sort of action. So in 2017, they were doing an awful lot of Chatmatic. We're in there all of the time, right? So this is capturing the images from them. Right now, as we go up to 2022, we're only going to go back about a year-ish. 2022, we can have a look at what sort of things they were changing. All right, so we're going to just open a new window if we can. Let's have a quick look. So let's just open a new window. And we can see exactly what their design was like on this particular day. Now, one quick thing about this, sometimes it's not exactly the most accurate, right? Sometimes we can't bring up the actual pages that we're looking for, but it's still quite good. So he's changed this from this long sales letter, which is pretty decent. We've got all of this various bits in here. So he's found out that this obviously wasn't converting for him, all right? So this is important. This is information that we need to know. Right, I quite like it, to be perfectly honest, which seems a bit strange. Right, so let's just go back into it. Let's go a little bit more back in time. So let's go back to 2018 and let's just have a quick look at what sort of thing he was doing in 2018. Right, remember this is completely free as well. You don't have to pay anything for this, so there's no need to start worrying about it. Because this is all some of the free tools that we're going to be using quite regularly. Right, so let's have a look at see how it compares, see what sort of thing has changed. Now, I would have the brand new site here as well, so I'll be able to see exactly how it compares. So as you can see, he's changed an awful lot here. Connect your customers, build a relationship through social, get more traffic that converts. Right, check out the demo, So we found out, he's obviously found out, that this does not convert as well as what the general Chatmatic does, right? And so this is the sort of thing we can see. We can see exactly what mistakes they've already made, what mistakes we don't want to go and follow in with. And this means that we're going to be an awful lot further forward than what anybody else is. So this is research that's took them thousands of hours and thousands of dollars to actually find out. We can go in there, check it straight away, and then now we know what's going to work. So your one pager, the important parts, right? So let's just jump into the builder. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's domains and servers. We just went through that one. Just go back. We want to do one pages, so go to collections, competitive analysis. And we want to avoid your competitors' mistakes. All right, let's just open that up in Builder. So we've already put the link here for you to go into the Wayback Machine. Which site is it that you're looking through? So we're going to take a note of the site. We're going to say what's changed on the design of the site. And remember, we're only going to go back around about a year. What products or services being added? What's changed in their marketing? How has the price changed? Have they changed any conversion mistakes? And is there anything else that you've noticed that has changed? So we can go through and we can put all of this in a big list. And that's our pretty much avoidance list, right? So we needn't go and make all these same mistakes again. So that's it for going in there and actually using the Wayback When Machine. I think it's an awesome bit of kit and it saves you an awful lot of time while you're trying to get your launch off the ground. We now know exactly how to design our website on the way that they're converting. Now, when I'm saying design a website, I am talking about, of course, hacking it. We're not talking about taking the whole site, ripping it off, and then putting it back up again. Right? That's not what we do. What we would do is we'll go into Chatmatic now, right? Because we already know he's tested quite a lot of it. So Chatmatic.com. And I would then put up an ad, right? So I would copy this page, copy the basics for this page. I don't know, it went like that. Right, okay. So we've got an awful lot there. That's changed from just the other day. Skip section. I don't particularly like this one. Right. So we've got an awful lot more stuff going on here. It's quite nice. So as you can see, he's got the prices down here. So now we can go out and we can do something very, very similar to this, right? And give ourselves the head start. So we've used all of his previous history. We can do it, but we're not going to do it exactly the same, right? So what I would do is I would have this little bit here, playing away in the background, on a plain background, put it in there. Would have all the various different parts in here, but I would have it the same feel. So if I was going after the Chatmatic customers, I would have this part along the top, right? Not the same wording. I would then, it's not exclusive to Facebook, but most Facebook subsidiaries are, well, this includes Instagram as well. I don't understand that. Right. So we can do all of these various different bits and we can start producing. So a Chatmatic client looking for Chatmatic, come into here. But of course, it will be our software. So this will work for any sort of software. And we're just going to build something very, very similar, right? So that they don't feel out of place. Then we're going to keyword up and we're going to find out their keywords. And the keywords, what he uses to drive traffic and what's converting well for him. Okay, so that's it for now. And speak soon, guys. Cheers. Oops, I forgot to share my screen there. It's okay. You can go and have a look at chatmatic.com. It's very, very different now. And so you can see that whole thing, right? Because I forgot to share my screen because I'm an idiot. Right. Thanks for watching.